What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. If you guys have not already, check out on Twitter. I just tweeted out the stream, whatnot. Let's get some people in here for this Shoutcast. Let's try to get a little bit of something rolling into ESB Week 7. For those of you guys who don't know, ESB is having one last season before Battlefield 1 is going to be released, and this is the last one. Info and dates are on their website. I also tweeted that out on my Twitter. So if you guys are interested in getting your teams in, nobody signed up yet, obviously. So it's just been announced, and in a couple weeks here is when it's going to start. So you're going to want to get your teams in there early because it's going to fill up fast. Another form of that news is I will be getting a PlayStation 4 to Shoutcast. So if anybody knows PlayStation teams that want to get coverage and they want their matches casted, let them know because I am completely open to it. Super excited. But anyways, we're going to jump in here. CR versus T, Tempest. New team, relatively new form. Some old, different players being put in there. Heavies from old team. You got Savior in there. You know, Narnia and Karmic and Rapture. Zerpy coming out of the woodwork from SUDT. And it looks like we got ourselves a pretty decent set of teams here. As soon as we just jump in, it looks like the boat for He is just going to be demolished right at the beginning. As we did see, I believe it was last week, was commentating CR versus another team, CNT, and CR had a really good control of water in Lankang. Their boat never really went down. So we'll see how T decides to handle this. Tempest does. Looks like as though they're not going to really be able to get a good amount of infantry on this objective, but they are burning Bravo at the moment. Coming in, it looks like both LAVs are going to push the top bridge here. Interesting choice. They're going to set up in a split formation. One going left, one going right. They're going to send a Jeep right down the middle. He's going to go deep for the long toss and see what happens if they're going to pass it to him. Looks like he's not. He's just going to run out of bounds. He's going to die real quick. It's too bad for Chronix, but it was almost a good play. We got an LAV fight going up on the top. Both APs are out on him. Penguin there looking to get some RPGs out on the LAVs, and CR having a huge amount of unfortunate tow missile there. CR has a huge amount of infantry out there on Bravo objective. Interesting choice considering both their LAVs seem to be doing extremely well holding the bridges against the Tempest offensive. Now, looks to me that kill feed is looking awfully one-sided right now. CR getting a lot of good picks. They're holding on. They're playing a little bit passive to start. It looks as though they have one LAV up, Tempest does. Maybe two. Not exactly sure. Good AP there by Bionic, though, to catch that tow missile coming in, even with infrared. Cam Ban over here trying to go turn around. Zerpy picking up a two-piece on D-Rex, who was a outstanding infantry player the last time we shoutcasted. Making a lot of good plays, getting a lot of multi-kills. He just knows his way around the map extremely well, and he can carry his own weight. That is for sure. We definitely confirmed that last time, so good for him. We'll be looking to see if he makes some plays as well, but it looks like CR is just going to set up for the spawn camp on the boat. Interesting choice here. 3 infantry with rockets just staring at it. Good luck getting out of the harbor by that point, but Tempest here. Zerpy not looking to give away his position. LAV pushing up, though. Don't think he sees him at all. No, the LAV did not see Zerpy. Zerpy's able to get away, but the LAV pushing up here. Get a little bit aggressive. Only Eagle support here for Deferred, so he cannot help with this LAV at the moment, but he does have Paramount, who might have RPGs. Not exactly sure. Both LAVs for CR pushing back. Retreating right here. Somebody obviously wore a tow missile. Synthec got one in front, but he's going to go down by a Paramount, or I don't know who killed him. Maybe he's still here, but that fire is going to hurt. Jumping back and forth. Spinning around in circles. Where's he at? Karmic almost taking a straw straight to the back. Is able to dodge it nonchalantly. Pulling out the Iglas. Here's a chopper up above, but that is friendly. Don't know if CR chopper has off the ground yet. Yes, it is. His spot and the call out is going in, and it looks as though Narnia is able to get elevated in the LAV there. So now it's going to be a 1-on-2 coming up pretty soon here. I don't know who's in the second LAV for. Let's see if I can do this correctly. There's the right button. Django Hamster. Don't know anything about the dude, don't recognize the gamer tag at all, but you know what? I always encourage new people to get out there and get on a team and just come play, man. I mean, it's a lot better playing in a 12v12 than it is in a 32v32. I'll just tell you that. Tow missiles and straws coming in. Django with a good AP right there, able to dodge a little bit, negate a lot of that damage, and now Bionic is going to be by himself, and we're going to look for Tempest here to possibly make a push. They're going to push top and middle dam here. A lot of infantry, got to be careful, don't get picked here. They lose one of those LAVs, it could spell disaster for him, because CR does have another LAV coming out of the spawn here relatively soon, but Bionic's going to wear a tow missile, and now the push is going to be real. And he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Let's see if I can just bounce out to him right there. There is the other LAV. So Bionic, 16 health, is able to back out and get away. But his teammate up there, Elevate, is going to take a lot of damage. Mine's coming down behind him. I don't know if Cam Bam sees him. Yes, he does. He's going to go ahead and destroy those and get away with one. Lucky enough, but Tempest with a solid push, moving up with the infantry right there and taking Charlie away from CR. Now CR is going to have to get back into it and get these guys off their home flag, as these LAVs are pushing up extremely hard. It's mid to late game right now. We're transitioning into it, so they're going to have a few tickets to work with, but so does CR. They can wait this out and get the picks they need. They don't need to move in immediately. However, it looks as though they're going to have a lot of infantry pushing up. Zerpy with the kill on Elevate, and that's going to be one LAV down for Creative. And they only have one left again, and I believe Tempest still has 2 up. Rapture is up as well. He's still alive. A menace to all of the Battlefield community in that scout, and we have watched him many times take on Iglas, Stingers, other choppers. He's just one of those guys that not very many people can kill in the scout in a 1v1 situation, especially with locks. So, you know, CR's got their hands full dealing with the chopper, at least. Seems they're going to be going up against a pretty stout ground force as well, because now Tempest getting a lot of objective control. I don't know what is going on. A lot of screen shaking right there. ECM going out on Rapture. Deferred looking to hopefully get a heat seeker out on him, but he's smart not to push Rapture. A lot of times you see people, scout pilots, make mistakes and push him when he has no ECM, but no, he is really good. He knows that chopper extremely well. He knows how it can stay off the ground, how high he needs to be. You know, he just does his job. He's good at what he does. He's good at what he does. Does he do it right, though? We don't know. I'm not the expert scout pilot. Probably have to ask Recology, but, you know, I think Rec is... would like to see the return of Rec, but I don't know. Maybe Rec versus Rapture. I would like to see that. If EXP ever decides to come back and do a scrim, I want to see him versus Rapture. I think that would be a fun battle to watch. Narnia getting a good pick on Paramount there across the other sky bridge. He's going to be by himself up there. Both LAVs getting into a lot of fights here. Bionic barely dodging that RPG, but taking some tow missiles here. He's going to get rid of the infantry. He's got AP out right now. We'll see what happens, but Rapture has heat seekers, so apparently he is shooting minis out of his heat seeker screen. Phenomenal. That is just phenomenal. I mean, the cam glitches in spectator mode just keep surprising me every single day. TV missile coming out on Rapture, not going to happen. Upgrade trying to get a hit on him, possibly send him down to the depths and get rid of that chopper, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, and CR is going to have their hands full for quite a long time here with this amount of pressure. Almost 7 people on Charlie objective at their home flag right now. Not much the LAVs can do, as there isn't a whole lot of infantry support. They're going to have to deal with a lot of rooftop warriors. Only a couple people from CR here. About 3 or 4 of them. Looking to hopefully get some picks. They are going to lose this flag. However, if they can reverse the cap a little bit, maybe give their LAVs a little bit of help. But I believe they did just lose one more LAV as well. LAV is down again. No, he's not. Both LAVs are up, but they have their hands full at the moment. They got their work cut out for them. Bionic here trying to work at angle, trying to get a few picks here, but these straws and these RPGs coming from the second floor, Charlie, are definitely whittling down a lot of the health for the LAVs and CR. And it's going to give Tempest a good advantage here, especially since, well, they don't have air support. So there's not a whole lot of chance of getting this guy off the roof on top of Delta. They're just going to continue to parachute down on top of it. Maybe we see them push to a back flag cap on Tempest and maybe spread their forces a little bit thinner. But right now, nobody's really contesting Alpha for CR, and it's mostly just Tempest being rats on the back flag here. Rapture with no reps either, so really focusing. I don't know if Putin has been out here for the entirety of this match, but he might be. 1-in-1. He's over here teabagging, just waiting for the boat, but it looks as though Tempest is just giving up on the boat. There's really no reason for it. If you don't want it, don't use it. Go for the back flag, and that's exactly what Tempest is doing to try and pull themselves back in this game. But Tuxie coming up here on a flank on the Tempest players. Is he able to get one? No, he's not able to get any, but is Synth going to be able to pick him up? No, not at all. He's only able to get one, and Heavy is going to wipe both of them and pick up a nice double kill for his team right there on the flank, securing the rooftop and making sure the Rat Tactics are still a 100% green for go. Penguin getting a little bit of a spray here, able to get one, but Zerpi's going to drop him down with the G18, and Yosuka's right there to get the next trade right on Zerpi. So CR here getting the cap back, barely bleeding it into their favor. Still 4 or 5 people here for Tempest. Tempest is still putting up a fight. A lot of tickets left, a lot of time left in the game as well. 65 to 170 tickets, but I have not seen any LAV action from Tempest in quite a long time. When they had this flag, they had help from those LAVs. Both those LAVs look like they're into a little bit of trouble. Something's slowing them down, but they're both pushing middle bridge here. Bionic coming out with a tow missile, but he got caught with a 50 right in the side. He's in a serious amount of trouble, and that is going to be it for Bionic. The main tanker for Creative is down, and now Tempest has a chance here. If they do this right, they can pull back in this game in about 60 seconds. They should be able to do it if they can get the cap they need, but they still have one LAV to deal with, and there is a lot of infantry here for Creative, holding down Charlie objective extremely well, getting the picks they need. They're fighting. Right now the cap is neutralized pretty much in terms of burning either way, but nope, now it's going back in Creative's favor. So Tempest with their hands full, trying to stay alive on this objective. They're doing a great job of contesting this, but they are losing a lot of tickets here, and it's just not happening. They needed to get this cap before 30 tickets. They had 46, but it just didn't happen. CR is going to go ahead and wait this one out, and this is going to be pretty much GG for the first map. CR able to fend off the back cap from Tempest, keep their hopes and dreams alive with this lead. They got out to an early lead, shut down the water play. They've been holding Bravo. That's one objective they don't have to worry about the whole time. They don't have anything to worry about with boats or losing that objective, so they always have one regardless if they do lose their back flag. Right now, Tempest with a late 2 cap, but I don't think it's going to be enough because now CR is on the back flag, and they both have two LAVs up. And so whoever is out here the outside is gonna get teamed on Charlie, and Django leaving his teammate behind here, not really helping him out. He is dead. DMI Savior gonna go back to the respawn screen, but it's not gonna be enough anyway if he would have stayed alive, because CR jumping out to that early lead and maintaining that ticket lead and maintaining objective control allowed them to win this game in the late game, allowed them to have a little bit more time to work with the back cap from Tempest. So they secured themselves a first map win. GG to both teams right there. We'll see how the second round plays out. And for those of you guys just turning in, Tempest is a new team. Welcome to the Shoutcast. My name is Tack. If anybody is new here, follow me on Twitter, Mr. TackX. I usually tweet out when I'm going to cast. I tweet out any information regarding competitive play on Battlefield. Usually any 12v12 that gets brought my way, you will hear about it, as well as ESB Season 7. So if you guys are on Xbox or PlayStation for that matter, and you want to get your team in the mix, by all means, get in there. I'm going to link in the chat the server, well, not the server, but the website. If I could get my words right. I just got so many windows popped up. Hold on, is that it? I think that's it, guys. Just go ahead and click that. It should direct you to ESB League 7. So if you have a team and you want to sign up for League, sign up for the ESB League. Season 7 is about to start here in the next couple weeks, June 14th. I will not be casting the first weekend as I have a trip down to California. I have an obligation to go to because I am casting and the commentator for the Beer Olympics. So I'll be down in Southern California. Anybody who's in LA, preferably on the west side around Redondo Beach, let me know if you want to meet up or something. I will be down there for about 3 days. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have a great time. I mean, it's just gonna be great. I've done it for the last 4 years. It's just phenomenal. But anyways, going back to what matters most, and this is it, the Shoutcast coming in. We're gonna switch sides here, so we're gonna see CR be on the Russian side this time, and Tempest again. We'll see if they go for the double cap on the 2 top objectives and just leave the water open. I'm gonna jump in with DMI Saver here. He's gonna start out in the boat. I actually also have, I believe somebody tweeted in, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like Savior taking a lot of damage. Nope, never mind. He is able to block a good amount of it. He is getting repped. Let's see if he can win this battle, and they do. It looks as though Tempest has changed up the plan and completely swung the field on Creative. They're so used to having that water superiority. Gamer King tweeting in, where is my M16 at? Thank you for the tweet in, sir. I don't know where it is, but possibly you might not have unlocked it yet. But I do recommend the vertical heavy barrel. I'm just kidding. You know all about the M16. Not an infantry god. I wouldn't take my word for it. I'm not good on infantry. I like to just sit in vehicles. And tow missiles coming in. Savior gonna eat a couple of these, but I believe he's gonna get repped just fine and he's gonna get out of here. But it seems as though Tempest not able to really get a grip onto Bravo objective right now. The fight is real, and this boat is definitely causing a lot of problems. Down to 22 health, but Tempest infantry pushing up there, but BTR elevate with a nice tow missile coming from the mainland, knocking him out of there, and it looks as though Rapture is in a Doge fight. I wish I could see what was going on, and there it is. Rapture getting the double on Paramount and Deferts. That is going to be it, and he is going to have free reign, switching to Guided, actually. Oh no, that's Karma Extreme. Jumping in there. Double LAV push here on the topside bridge. Tow missile coming in, able to get a hit, but he is going to get shot from the left. Django's got to be careful not to get overextended. He's got infantry in front. I don't know if he knows this, but he could get anti-bombed here. He's got to be careful not to get surrounded. Down to 39 health, and he's making a very ballsy push right now. Putting a lot of pressure on Bionic, but a tow missile coming in, dropping down to 25 health. But that rep guy doing a huge favor for him, keeping him alive. This is an extraordinary move right now. Down to 12 health. The bait is real. Bionic's got to be careful here. Picking a 2v1. Tow missile coming in from Elevate. Is there a help at all for Bionic? I don't think so. There goes Bionic as well. And Tempest coming out, starting out hot, winning the first boat fight, and now they've won the first LAV engagement as well. They have both LAVs on the back flag of Creative, and now Creative is on their heels. Something they're not... We haven't really seen them in the last few weeks on their heels like this. The last time they played REQ in ESB Season 6. So, but they are not new being below. And we have our T-bone at the intersection of Alpha and the electrical plant. And oh my goodness, Tempest is pushing up extremely hard right now. But John, looking like he is extremely hurt. I'm surprised nobody has a PG to finish him off. We're going to jump in with a little bit of infantry. We're going to go back into first person here. Trying to vault the giant. I don't know. He doesn't have a pole vault there. High jump skills might be a little bit rusty. And while Tempest is going for this huge push, moving as a giant fishball, the fishball strat, they are losing their back flag. So Tempest doing exactly what they're supposed to do, is take advantage of that LAV battle. But Creative right back at him, still holding Bravo objective as well. So even though they lost that opening boat fight, they're still in this with a ticket lead and a ticket bleed, even though Tempest overextended right there. They didn't really have anybody on their back flag, and now they got to deal with it. Their LAVs are going to be a little bit slowed up here, giving time for Creative to get their LAVs out of spawn and possibly cap the home flag before Tempest can even really do anything about it. But Rapture right now just having a field day, just kind of having fun, doesn't really have to worry about anything in the air too much right now. But, you know, it could happen. He might get hit by an Igla at the wrong time. And speaking of anything going to hit him, the TV redirecting into an LAV, getting that extra damage out is a smart idea. Let the chopper be up ahead. Let him be up flying around. He's got heat seekers on anyway. He's just going to farm infantry. At this point, these 20 mils, my goodness, going distance on Chronic right there on the second floor. And tow missile coming in to upgrade, trying to dodge it, but it's not going to happen. Now he's going to be mobility hit. TV coming out. He's going to get, the TV's going to get shot by the gunner in the LAV. Extremely Extremely good play right there. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Luckily, he didn't get killed out of his boat by it, but Rapture got to be careful here. Small, trying to shoot directly at him. Yosuke didn't really account for anything, but now he's got to have a 1v1 with the Scout God himself. And, well, Zeus smites him down with a little burst of lightning. Turbo Putin trying to get a straw off right there, and Defert's sitting in his base, having to deal with a little bit of anti-air lock-ons. Tempest here pushing up, trying to get a surround back on the home flag of CR as they are pushing out of their base. CR still having a 50-ticket lead here. Not too much to worry about. They do have their hands full. They're going to need to get some RPGs out on these LAVs because other than that, they're going to be surrounded. If they can weaken them up, get a couple shots in them, they don't have to sacrifice themselves at this point. They really just need to get a few hits. Synthic able to get one Zerpy in the bridge, but he's going to get melted by Heavy. Heavy still alive, anchoring for his team. See who spawns in here. Kinguin by himself on infantry, now has more people coming in. Skybridge contest coming in from Chronix, but it's not going to happen as Kinguin is going to take him down. Kinguin got a guy up to his right. Don't know if he sees him. He doesn't. Get shot in the back to the left as well. Karmic Stream picking up a double right there, but Tuxie staying alive, trying to get Kinguin up as well right here, trying to play his job, getting that medic kit out, and he is doing a damn good job of it. Gets the revive, able to solidify the hold, and there you have it. They still have a presence on this objective, able to hopefully get this double cap back, and then continue this burn and get a larger ticket lead, hopefully into the triple digits. That's exactly what CR is looking for. Get that triple digit ticket lead. Maybe Tuxie was going to go for the knife there. I'm not exactly sure, but able to get one man, got another one in front, doesn't get the trade. Zerpy staying alive, getting a two-piece on Kinguin and Tuxie with the G18. Synthic got a man in front, but the panic is real. Zerpy able to get another one. He is on a 3-kill streak, still jumping around, still alive. Nobody can kill him, apparently. The man is bouncing potato. Cannot kill him, apparently. This dude is just Huey-Hueying all over the map right now. Got a man coming up on the flanks. D-Rex seeing him right here. Gonna challenge, not gonna happen. Doesn't get the kill, doesn't get the pick, but able to get Crazed Bandits. Just apparently didn't realize that there was a Skybridge involved there. Maybe he got a little bit lost, panicked a little bit. Both teams panicking, actually. D-Rex had a little bit of a hip fire mishap, but in the end, CR is able to hold out their back flag here. We'll go ahead and jump on. Looks as Tempest is going to push up the top side here with the Jeep. Rapture as well, helping the infantry, getting a few picks himself. Almost getting hit by a small, but 3 infantry coming down. DMI Saver and his squad. Possibly Heavy as well as Zerpy coming in right there. They're going to have their hands full. Tuxie is going to have to retreat and avoid this chopper as he is infantry coming in. Can he get the headshot? No, he doesn't. Savior does, though, and he's able to get the drop. And Kinguin goes down as well. Karmic getting the surround there. Great spread. Bionic run into a little bit of trouble here. Great AP, still 100% health, and that DV-15 able to help him upgrade, getting the pick there. But CR playing extremely passive, trying to keep these LAVs alive. They do have ticket leads, so there's really no point in losing an LAV on an objective you don't control. But I believe maybe CR could have used a little bit of help on infantry up there. Heavy running medic class, so is Zerpy, so 2 medics, 2 NGs trying to keep people alive. And both LAVs here working extremely hard to get rid of this infantry presence on Alpha, but Crazed Bandits and company getting that hip fire out. Bionic up there trying to get rid of this, and yes, he does. He's got another straw coming in, so he's getting a little bit of trouble here. At least 6 or 7 infantry. Rapture's going to have to retreat as he's getting locked by Iglis and upgrade. Taking a decent amount of damage. Has to deal with an LAV and spawn. Another tow missile coming in. AP comes out to block it. He's trying to back up, but he is mobility hit, so it's going to take him a little bit longer. Crazed Bandit's going to go with the straw here. Going to go and try and get a hit. I think he did there. Not exactly sure, but there is a huge presence, and CR needs to get their infantry up here and get some picks because their LAVs need a little bit of help. And it looks as though with the trade, DMI Savior is able to take out Paramount, and Kinguin gets picked as well. Only 2 infantry left here on Alpha objective. In the meantime, while these LAVs are contesting and dealing with the main force of Tempest on the infantry, CR has sent some rats to the back flag to countercap, possibly pull a little bit of heat off the front line. And I believe they're doing just that as they're able to get a pick, get the flag, and they're able to get a couple picks there. Bionic and Elevate getting Heavy and Savior. Only a couple more left in that main squad. Zerpy and Heavy, and both of those are medics, so both the engineers down in that squad. Bam Bam doing a good job here using the upper dam. Really like this, getting inside that window, getting inside that second level and trying to help out his team. But this 3-cap coming in from CR is really going to start bleeding these tickets for Tempest. And it's almost as if they're moving too much as a unit. They're just really not able to hold anything down and contest a flag. They just have too many people running around in the same area. The team shot is great and they're doing a good job of sticking together, but tickets are the name of the game here and they're just not able to really hold map control in terms of objectives. Hipfire coming out from heavy, able to get one, going with the Hipfire again, trying to get another pick. Feeling a little bit ballsy right there, but he's going to push up here. He's got a mount in front. Let's see how he plays this. He's going to get shot in the back by D-Rex, though, coming out to help his teammate. D-Rex goes down and picks up another. Oh, he's 3-piece. DMI Savior and Karmic go down as well. So D-Rex, again, the prophecy has been foretold. I was talking about him earlier before the match, a great infantry player, and there is one of his key plays. Going for the Lizard, getting the 3-piece and holding it down. Tuxie as well. Zerpy gets picked from distance by Tuxie. Tuxie not going to have any of it. Tuxie coming on the flank, getting a 2-piece and a 3-piece now. Tuxie still alive. Savior going down in the boat, so now there's no more boat, and that's going to be the last time they're going to get that. So Tempest out of boat, out of water support, so they're really going to have to make a push here on this back flag because they really don't have an option. Tickets aren't in their favor, and well, neither is the cap, so the bleed is going to take place, and if they can get this cap before 30 tickets here, they stand a good chance of holding this and maybe coming back in the game. And there's the neutralize. We're not going to see any more tickets getting bled out. It's still a lot of kills for CR to get, especially since Tempest is moving so well together. It's going to be really hard for them to get the picks they need and to get the respawns to use those tickets. But 2 respawns come in, and there's 29, but now the bleed is in Tempest's favor here. Might see him drop down to maybe about 80 tickets here relatively soon, maybe in the next 30 seconds. So we will see what happens and how many tickets they lose. But it looks like a dice camo is going to come out as well. Tuxie using that dice camo, being a complete rat. Don't know if that's allowed, don't know how that'll go down, but Tuxie is using it. And we have confirmed how he is able to maneuver around the map so silently. Good for him, great player. Got nothing against the guy. But I do have something against thermal camo. Just everybody would just use the same thing, you know? And there goes the NG bomb. CR able to get rid of Django. Django is down, leaving 1 LAV left. At 26 health, 1 shot right now. 1 RPG is going to take care of Camban. He's got to be careful here. The anticipation is real from the CR NGs, and they do have a double cap again, but it's not going to be live for long. But I don't think Tempest is coming back from this one. TV's coming in, double reps, more NGs. Great focus by the CR boys right there. Way to get rid of that LAV. Django Hamster coming out trying to get some hip fire, but Kingwin is able to pick him off with an M4. Rapture, meanwhile, trying to contest this boat and get it out of the way. And there it goes. DMI Savior able to get the straw and upgrade. And I mean, Rapture almost wore a TV straight through the windshield right there, but Tempest is going to lose the second map of this. And showing a pretty dominant performance. I mean, they work together extremely well, but they're getting a little bit spread out in terms of not being able to hold the back flag and the other team's back flag at the same time. But GG's either way. Good to see them coming out. They're going to learn a few things, you know, relatively new team. Got to expect a little bit of rough spots. You got to expect, you know, communications to break down. Somebody's not doing something right, you know. It's just a matter of playing the game and figuring it out. So good for them. That was a good game both ways. CR, though, doing what they do best, and that's just play the ground. They're extremely good, solid ground team. They may not have the best air team in the world, but hey, they know how to play infantry, and you got to give it to them. They played extremely well right there, and I'm kind of excited to go into the next map, Dawnbreaker, and really see how it goes, because it's going to be kind of a mix and see what Rapture does, or who's flying the attack chopper with the gunner. Is Heavy going to fly the attack chopper? I'm not exactly sure. We'll see how it goes, but it looks like CR is going to make a sub as well. So we're going to wait for the second map, and after this map, I believe we are going to go to a different server, and then sadly, we're probably going to have to deal with another burn round. Hopefully, these teams just go for it and just plant once everybody gets in there. That would be great. Just if Paramount is in the stream and you're listening, man, just when you come into your guys' server, if you guys decide to go for a third map, which I would love to, just might as well go for it. Let's try and get that burn round done as fast as possible, because not everybody really wants to sit around and watch a burn round. I mean, this probably speak for all of us. But anyways, Going into the next map, Dawnbreaker here. Interesting. We're gonna see one of my favorite maps by far, tanking at least when I tanked for EXP for the short amount of time that I even played competitive before it got too dramatic and the drama just pretty much made me stop playing. Drama between teams is just got to stop. It's just so toxic, man. I mean, you guys in chat always going off at each other, man. Someday you guys will realize that, you know, if this game is gonna be taken seriously, you guys got to take each other seriously. And that means just deal with it. If you lose, if you lose, you lose. I mean, who cares, honestly? I enjoy the shit talking in pubs. By all means, keep shit talking pubs. Pubs are fine. By all means, that's fine. We can shit talk pubs all we want, but we get down to it. We all need to support each other, support every team, and get the word out. You know, we're still trying to keep this alive. We want to keep somewhat of a community here going into Battlefield 1, because if we start off with 12 teams, 14 teams for Season 1 coming into Battlefield 1, if there are private servers. This is just hypothetical. I'm not saying the game's going to be amazing at all. I'm not saying to pre-order it. I'm just saying hypothetically, if it is to succeed, if Battlefield is to be competitive, people are going to have to take it seriously and stop making excuses. But anyways, that's rant over. Going into Dawnbreaker, one of my favorite maps. As I said earlier, I love tanking on this map. There are just so many options. There's so many alleyways. There's so many shortcuts. There's just, you can go through garage. Garage is such a great place to play, especially if you're not having to deal with a whole lot of infantry, because you're very concealed from the chopper. You don't have to worry about it if the chopper is up. So moving cover to cover in tank, I mean, that's one of the dumbest things I think I've ever said, is cover to cover in a tank. But in all seriousness, there's a lot of places you can get into with a tank. So you sit in this alleyway right here. It's an extremely tough strafe to come through here. It's an extremely short strafe, and especially if your AA gun is up, you're able to get the pick. So we're going to see what the infantry does, see how both these teams hold C flag, because really what it's going to come down to is just their middle of the map defense. It's not so much the flanks. The flanks can remain open. You can leave mines out on the flanks, but losing C allows the other team to really get set up. There's a lot of high points coming in from C, and a lot of map able to be seen. A lot of information can be gathered just from sitting on top of Charlie Bridge. So we'll see how each team plays it. I believe we're going to be waiting here until they give each other the green for go. And when that countdown starts, baby, we are going to be into it. I'm going to try and run and grab a water before this starts. I got 10 seconds. It's a good thing my kitchen is literally 20 feet behind me. Grabbing a water. Countdown hasn't started yet. I think we're golden. Nope. Countdown is coming in. 7 seconds. Can he make it back? Beautiful. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in with Narnia and DMIC. Narnia flying a chopper. This is Narnia confirmed, I believe, is who this guy is. He got his original gamer tag changed and picked a pretty good one. It looks extremely well. He's going to go for the sneak along the right side here. We'll see how this plays up. And it looks like he's just going to go for the ECM snake right off the bat. And here it comes. I don't think their chopper even realized it. And there goes CR's chopper, Karmic Stream and Narnia teaming together right there. F-35 double teaming a chopper and getting rid of it. And now Tempest has air superiority right here. Tank pushing up on the right side. Definitely a solid push right there by the tank. This is a good spot to be in, but you know, with the jet being up, we'll see what happens. Rapture as well, sitting on the ground, but CR getting that early objective control, as we have all seen them do all too consistently. Upgrade. Looks like he's going to run into a bit of trouble, as he does not have any more RPGs. But El Salvador here looking to pull up with some smods. I don't know if he got a hit on that AA gun, but the AA gun looking to be a little bit of trouble. Heavy pushing top side with his squad here. He's got a man in front behind the pillars. See what he can do. The pick is, can he get the pick? I don't know who's back behind here, but there are two. Can he get one? He does get one. Maybe Kingwin is going to go down and get surprised by Heavy, but a frag grenade coming out, and there goes the jump. Roman infantry, but that frag grenade is going to go ahead and take care of the detail. Zerpy sitting back, getting shot in the back though, as Tuxi comes up with the flank, and Tempest able to get a back flank right here on CR's tanker. Defert's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Maybe it's that Elevate taking a lot of RPG fire. He's going to have to get out and rep. He is disabled, but this small's going to come out and go ahead and keep him disabled. He's not going to be able to do a whole lot, as now he's got to rep again. He didn't stop. Now down goes the tank, and see you later. No more armor for CR. But Tempest both has their chopper and both tanks up right here, but CR not, oh, what is the word I'm looking for? This is nothing new. I just can't think of it. I was gonna say something super cool right there, but being a potato, my brain kind of cut out as, well, the hamster stopped running in the wheel. So anyways, this is not new to them. They're used to this. They played this against REQ, and they put a really good fight up against REQ when they had an attack jet and an attack chopper pilot. Back when I remember casting this game versus REQ and CR, they did an extremely good job of still maintaining objective control and countering pushes and just really keeping their hopes alive into the late game. Yosuke going for a quick LTR TRPG there, quick scoper. Not going to get him. He's going to go for another one. Don't know if he got a hit there. It's not showing hit markers for some reason, but now the AA gun is up. Bionic is up in the AA gun using his infrared. TV's coming in. He's going to take a lot of damage here. He's going to have to back out and get back in rep. See what happens here. He's still rocking with the night vision. Using 20s though, getting that extra accuracy, extra distance is going to help him a little bit on this map. Although 30s will get him melted faster, so it's really up to him wants to run. But I think on this map, running zoom is a little bit better, or thermal at least. Night vision just, it's too green for me. Way too green for me. CR with the back flag push right here. Paramount picking up an easy double piece. He's still alive. He's going to have one behind. Heavy able to get one pick. Hopefully he's got another one behind him, but he is weak. Can they get the trade? Here comes the trade going back and forth. The GT spray is real, and Paramount's able to pick off Heavy and maintain the squad lock on this objective and still anchor here and maybe give Django a little bit of trouble. Hopefully contest this point a little bit longer. And now CR able to pick up 3 flags right now and contest the back flag at the same time. So Tempest looking at a little bit of adversity here, even though they do have vehicle control and vehicle superiority on both the air and the ground. They're not really holding the objectives as I would think they would be. Got to deal with this back cap, this back squad here. Maybe they got him, maybe they didn't. I think they might have. I think the call out's going to go down. They're going to tell the armor to move up, and no flash is coming in. So they did get rid of the rats, and now Tempest moving up to cap Charlie and Echo at the same time here. Putting a good force, going to both, playing aggressive, taking advantage of no vehicles on the map. Django's going to back into Charlie here, make sure his back is not open. He's got a guy to his right. Don't know if he sees him. He doesn't see him. He's going to be in the bus, and Salvador picking up a 2-piece on Zerpy. There he goes. Django's able to get the rat. And John coming behind everybody here. Able to get behind both the tank and the AA gun, but there is infantry on the objective with him. The rat is real. And here comes Django pushing up extremely hard on the objective, playing really aggressive, getting that tank up there at D alley here. Don't know what CR is going to do to respond to this, but they got a lot of infantry in front of them. Elevate has to be careful or not to lose this, but the chopper, or no, that is Bionic coming in with the Zunies, able to get the pick on C Overwatch right there. And now there it is. CR again getting that back cap. Look at the objectives at the top of the screen. CR able to get another back cap and still maintain ticket superiority here. And now their armor is pushed up on the middle objectives. Don't know where the armor for Tempest is back on A. There is the AA gun and the tank both working together again. And hopefully that AA gun is able to get this chopper flying extremely low over the middle, getting extremely lucky. Bionic missing an opportunity to really swing the tide of battle right there. He had a chance to really level out the playing field and get rid of that chopper, but now the tank is going to get pounded. Don't know what Bionic is doing. He needs to come back and help this tank out. Is he going to get pounded by the chopper? And there goes Narnia, able to get elevated. No more MBT for creative. It's going to be it, but they do have their infantry force pushing up on Charlie right now, and they're able to get the bleed. Got a man in front. Can he get the spray? Yes, he does. Gets the late headshot on Bandits. Tuxie's still alive here. Running his, obviously maybe his favorite gun is the M16. This is what he's always using. Tank is pushing up as well as the AA gun, trying to get a surround on Charlie, get a few angles and a pick, and the chopper is just raining havoc on all infantry. Middle of the map right now. Tempest with a huge just advantage right now in vehicle-wise. It's just the air superiority. Smog going out, doesn't get the hit. They are going to go for a back cap. It would be interesting to see if CR would start laying some curb mines down and see how well that plays in. I'm so surprised. Every time I watch these matches, nobody is using mines. They're all using repair tools. The mine placement is kind of subpar in my opinion. Just laying mines out in the middle of the map doesn't exactly work all the time. But you know, I mean, curb mines, like to see a return to the curb mine. I still use them quite frequently. You know, really, you're only looking at 1 or 2 picks with mines. You don't need to get 5 or 6, you know, vehicle kills. You're just looking for that one. Bait him into a mine kill, bait him into a mine trap. Give your guys something to work with on the, you know. Oh, TV missile going in and hitting. Apparently, the chopper is disabled right now. Mikey Combat and Paramount taking advantage of this. They're going to try and get some shots here. I don't know if they see him. But there it goes. The switch, the double switch in between the buildings is going to prove fatal right now. DMI Savior and Narnia really pushing their luck here. But they are staying below radar, and they have not been spotted yet. No call out has been made. And it looks like Savior, oh, there it comes, 22. The spot has gone down, 22 health. Don't know what's going to happen here. Don't know if this chopper is going to stay alive. Narnia looking for a little bit of a peek here. Maybe he can get something done. But I don't know. They're going to have to deal with a little bit of jet. There comes the TVs. Got Zuni's going in. There it goes. One disabled. They're going to have to chopper switch as well. They're going to get it. Mikey Combat. They're going to rep, actually. They're not even repping or doing anything. And there goes the chopper. Is going to go down. Bad mistake by Paramount and Mikey as they did not have fire extinguisher. Here comes the tow missiles, and there goes Heat Seeker. Turbo Putin just bailing out, knowing he's going to run into a building otherwise. But CR here still maintaining a 3 cap. Barely contest right now as they're down 30 tickets. Hopefully they can pull back within this. Maybe get a lead. They are fighting extremely well, but dealing with Elevate is here, dealing with at least 3 or 4 people from Tempest on the back flag, dealing with a lot of rats. He's by himself, got a little couple infantry, able to get one. Crate Bandits is going to go down. One more here, taking an RPG inside, 2 RPGs inside, down 48 health here. He's got to be careful not to wear one in the back. Got to be careful, there it is. Help from Tuxie comes out, and they are able to get the swag wipe on the back flag, but Mikey Combat here running for his life as this chopper is just going to start tearing him apart. And there you have it. First person. Going to jump back in with Narnia and Savior here. They're going to go ahead and try and wipe these guys on Sea Overwatch, and it looks like they're doing a really good job of it. But this ticket bleed coming in again. CR able to hold the 3 objective cap, pulling back, getting this lead back in their favor, and they're going for a back cap right now. Their infantry is not giving up by any means. These guys are trying their hardest to stay alive and not get overwhelmed by the vehicles of Tempest. Tempest able to keep a lot of their vehicles alive consistently and for a good amount of time. So CR, they just have everything going against them at this point, and Rapture on the back flag here playing a little bit of infantry, sitting on Delta. See what Upgrade does. He's got to help out his teammate here. Elevate, taking a few RPGs, but he's able to hold it down. Narnia getting taken out. Apparently the chopper is down, so this is good news. This is really good news for CR, is now they're able to possibly get a 4 cap, maybe a 5 cap. Possibly. They're able to control their back flag. They got Delta clear. Charlie is being capped at the moment. Bravo has been taken, and Alpha is being contested. Both are pieces of armor right here for Tempest. They have to be careful. Focusing down an infantry really isn't the point here. He's got to be careful about this tank, and I don't know if Elevate knows this, but he's got to have to deal with this and not take too much damage. But Django out here taking a few RPGs, a couple smas here. Only 1 man, so he's not going to take a lot of damage, but he does have to run back, and there it goes. The AP comes out, able to block that last sma, and Serpy able to get a 2-piece on Upgrade and Deferts. Picking it up easy. Igloo's coming off a C objective here. Yosuke knows he's there, but he's not going to push up as he's just going to sit here and anchor and gather information. They do have a little bit of a lead. They have 40 tickets to work with, so that's a good 30 to 40 seconds of gameplay. Igloo guy has been spotted, and who is the rat? Karmic Stream getting picked off in the middle, staring into the sky, looking at the stars, hoping that chopper will make one more pass, but it's not going to happen. And now Yosuke pushing up here with his squad mates, got one in front. Can he get the pick? Yes, he does. He's going to jump around the corner, and Rapture is going to get taken out. And now comes the push from the armor. Django Hamster pushing up as well. Cam Bam responding to the back flag cap. There's going to be more than 1 person on there. So they do have their hands full. Tempest doing a good job with this late push here. This is late game, about late game. We're already finished the mid game. Mid-game, Creative made a good decision to get this flank, get a couple objectives. They got a good ticket bleed for a good about 20 to 30 seconds. We're able to get a little bit of a lead here. 30 seconds of tickets. You can see it 117 to 75 coming right in. And Salvador having to deal with a little bit of RPGs, but he's just suppressing the crap out of it to make sure he stays down. And Turbo Putin just leading. I don't know who's in the jet. Karmic Stream's leading Karmic Stream on a goose chase. And here comes a Stinger or a Heat Seeker coming in to hit Karmic. He's just gonna have to wear this one. He's gonna go off into the distance. Elevate back in his tank here. And CR does have chopper superiority. So there's a good chance right here that Tempest is coming back pretty well. They got 3 cap lead. They're gonna burn this down. Hopefully they don't lose control of Echo. If they can contest it for just like 20 more seconds, if they can contest it, they're gonna be looking really good. But it looks as though Paramount is gonna get shot down by the F-35. Karmic Stream coming in, getting rid of that chopper. But I think it'll almost do good for CR to have those extra feet on the ground. Django Hamster listening to the call out, bailed out back there behind Delta, and apparently he's not even gonna inspect it. No call out comes down, just looking for people. But he is gonna be on the back flank. Misses an open opportunity to get a snipe right there, and now come the RPGs. Django Hamster down to 59 health, 37 health, one more RPG, and he will be dead. Let's see if he can get out of here. Double rep coming in. They got to be careful. There was somebody that did get out of the water behind it, but I don't know if they had to deal with anything. Here come the RPGs. The spawns are coming in, and now the AA gun is going to push as well. Bionic getting ballsy here, going to shoot some Zunis and make him use that AP. But Django, out of help, doesn't really have anybody here to back him up. There's only one guy with a repair tool. That is all he has, having to deal with RPGs. Here comes a small shot coming out from Upgrade, trying to get rid of that F-35, but they got to deal with this tank first. The AA gun being out here, and there goes the tank. Django getting overextended and getting way past his support line, and CR still maintaining a 3 cap lead right here, still bleeding these tickets. Tempest gonna have to do something. They don't have much time here. They're making a push for Charlie objective, and they're gonna need to win this gunfight if they want to win this game. Rapture able to get one. Jan going down, and Heavy going down as well. It's not looking good. Rapture gonna get picked as well by Upgrade, and now that's gonna maintain control of the objective is Creative. Doing a good job, and Upgrade getting another headshot on Zerpy while he's trying to lizard around. Cam Bam disabled. There goes the AA gun as well. Creative doing a great job in the late game right now to really solidify and win. Getting the picks they need. They got rid of the tank. The AA gun is down. Jet Ram coming in from Karmic onto Turbo Putin, or is that their own, or is that the J20 getting the double kill and then running into the carcass? So that is going to be it, and 70 tickets to 6. Tempest doesn't have a whole lot to work with right now, but they do have a 3 cap. They have to be careful not to waste their spawns. Gonna have to choose wisely, but here comes a fight. Crazed Bandit with the hip fire, able to get Paramount, but Turbo Putin right behind him, able to get one. We got a one-on-one situation in the restroom. Who is gonna get taken to the restroom? And that is Turbo Putin. He's gonna get dropped down, and now Zerpy as well on the back flag, but I don't know if it's going to be enough as Bionic is back here in the AA gun, able to get Chronix. Narnia goes down as well. Mikey Combat still alive. John sitting up on the rafters right here. He is going to be caught out, but Bionic going to go ahead and shoot at the bottom, get Chronix and John at the same time, and that's an easy double. 45 tickets and counting. 3 tickets left for Tempest, but they are losing people, so they have to be careful. They have down to 1 ticket right here, and I don't think it's going to be enough, as now they have lost a bleed. And really Creative coming in here, showing a really good amount of composure and dedication to really just playing the objective right there. Their infantry carried them through the game. Not much else they could have done. Tempest having all the vehicles early on in the game. They won the early chopper fight. They won the early armor fight, and well, you see it right here in the kill. I mean, 24-4, 8-2, 11-4. They were getting the kills they needed, but their ground force taking a huge hit. Rapture, Chronix, Jan, Heavy, and Zerpy all taking, and Bandits taking a huge amount of deaths. Having to deal with CR, who put up a really good defense. Tuxi being the backbone of this defense. In the infantry with D-Rex as well. I mean, those two, in my mind, are the best infantry players on this team, and they did an extremely good job holding the line. Elevate doing a good job in the tank, not getting picked too many times. 5 deaths to 4 deaths to Django. That's definitely fine. So 5 deaths in the tank versus 4 deaths. But that's completely acceptable if you look at it in terms of Tempest having air superiority pretty much the whole game with Karmic up there and the Jet. I mean, that was an extremely good game coming from both teams. GG's on both sides. Well played. I mean, that's exactly how you want to see that map played. One team's going to get armor superiority, but you can't fold as infantry. You're going to have to pull out the RPGs and just focus them down, and that's exactly what CR did. They just stayed to the basics, and I got to give them props. I was looking really grim right there early in the game, losing their chopper, and the first kill of the game is the chopper. I mean, looking pretty grim, you know. Just saying, throwing it out there. Well played by CR, way to hang in there, and Tempest doing what they could, but it was just, the infantry was just too much. Couldn't get a majority of the objectives for a certain amount of time to really maintain a lead. They were able to get a lead there early, but it just didn't happen. Didn't really grow to more than 20 tickets, and CR just holding on. Well played. Excuse me while I take a drink of water. Oh, getting a little bit dry. God, Agua is so good. Anyways, again, I'm going to throw it out there. I want you guys to go ahead and check it out. Check out the ESB League website. Please go check it out. Get your team signed up. Get people signed up. Spread the word. Spread the knowledge. Spread the love. Get out there and do it. Go ahead. Spread it. Check it out. Check out their Twitter. In the meantime, if you guys don't know me, my Twitter's up in the corner, but that is actually not it, believe it or not. I did change it, so just give me a moment here as I have to edit that. That is at Mr. Tack. I changed it to my gamer tag instead of my name. So that is my Twitter up below in the top right corner. Got my GT for Xbox, and then as well as my Twitter up there, Mr. Tack X. And most likely I'll be going to PS4 and getting the same gamer tag as well for PlayStation. So really looking forward to ESB Season 7. If those of you guys who are not heard or not up to date, but ESB did just announce that they are going to do a Season 7, the last season right before Battlefield 1 launches. I have planned as well. Battlefield 4 is really not dead for me yet. There's still a lot of people here that I'm sure would like to do some events. I got a couple Sweatfest events planned up. I also have some just casual, just shoot 'em up, jump around, repair tools only, rocket launchers only, that sort of thing. We got all that going on. I'm probably going to start a fund for buying a server, and it will be sponsored by Team Wired. Also has, which I am taking to the next level. I am going to be making Team Wired an esports organization. So right now we're doing the foundations. I just want to let everybody know it's still going to be the community. We're still going to have the community aspect to it. We're still going to have Battlefield events. We're going to have Overwatch events. We're really just looking to build a foundation right now. So if anybody's looking for a gaming community to be a part of, or really just find a team, I mean, spots are going to be open. Tryouts are going to be open. We're going to go through all that later. And as the website is being made, it's pretty much finished right now, but I just need to get graphics made and done. And since, I don't get paid to Shoutcast, really, I'm gonna promote myself and everything I'm doing because it's kind of like my payment, I guess you could say. But I just like putting these guys on a pedestal, putting these guys up here, giving them a little bit of exposure, because guess what? None of these matches happen if we don't get them casted. So if you know somebody who is a team leader and they want their matches casted, they want to be broadcasted, they want to get their team name out there, by all means send them straight to me or send them to Brett FX or any of those guys. They'll get you taken care of. I mean, Twitters, give me battle logs, give me websites, whatever it may be. Just give me the information needed and I will be glad to promote it for you, especially since you're letting me cast your game. But Elevate picking a really bad early fight, in my opinion, right here. He has to be careful. You got to be able to fight while you're driving backwards, and now the tank is just going to push up. Interesting, he takes the high point right here. Looks like Cam Bam is going to jump in the A gun, but good hit right there on Django Master, who's really not paying attention apparently right here. There's a double hit, triple hit right now. He's going to get reps, but I don't know how much it's going to be, as there is a lot of infantry coming in to help, and Elevate getting some reps himself. Got to be careful not to waste all his shells right now. Here comes the NG bomb surround from CR. And CR pushing in, Stubby Grip coming up here, trying to get the flank, and yes, he does. He gets the flank on the AA gun, but he is going to get shot. But the back cap coming in from Tempest as well to counter the offensive from CR as both armor is down. No, only one piece of armor is down, almost getting shot in the back, but here comes the response. Paramount jumping out, doing what he can for his teammate right here. He's going to have a 1v1 in front. Going to be going to the right. Let's see if he can find out who it is and where they are going. Maybe he might just respond to Bravo and just skip it. I believe that's exactly what he is doing. Only one man on Bravo, going on somebody, overlooking it. Going to be behind the statue. Can he get the pick he needs? He's going to have one. He's got another one in front. Can he get the double? Yes, he does. He does get the double, and there it goes, neutralizing the Bravo objective. Solid double kill right here on Bravo by Paramount. Good play, solidified it. Mine Jeep's coming out right now for Tempest, going around the backside. I don't know. Django's just going to stay quiet here, really just keep an eye out at what's going on. This Mine Jeep as well is waiting, and here it comes. It's going to go for the Jihad. Here comes the Jihad coming in on the shore, and as well as Hamster on the left side. Not much Elevate can do as he was completely out of position, but there goes the Mine Jeep. The Mine Jeep is down, and Django Hamster here looking to push up and cap Charlie. 40 ticket lead early on for Creative. This is what we see them do consistently. Get that early cap and give themselves a little bit of a buffer window to handle any sort of offensive or counterattack from the other team. We see them do it every map. They've just been doing it consistently. Getting that third objective, getting that fourth objective, getting the majority of the objectives, getting a little bit of control here, letting their infantry work for them, causing Django really to back out here. He's just taking RPG fire, straws, and smaws, everything, the whole works. And Chronix here pushing up with his squad, or it's not his squad, it might be Heavy squad, but Bionic getting really extended right now. He's getting surrounded. He's gonna have to be careful, but Chronix getting picked out in the open. LAV, Bionic still up and running. Only got a couple more guys to deal with. He is at 50 health, but he is staying on the move, but the tank is pushing in right now, and that is gonna be it. Trying to get a pick, but it's not gonna happen, and now Bionic is dead. No AA gun coming in for CR. Jan got one in front, not able to get it. Tuxie getting up a two-piece on Rapture and Jan as well on the middle flag there. Heavy getting shot in the back, pushing up with his squad here on Bravo objective. Spawn's coming in. Gonna get a revive out. Here comes Chronix, another man. Crazy Bandit's getting picked as well. Here goes Rapture going down as well. Mighty Combat getting a nice two-piece, picking up a three-piece right here. He's on a 3-kill streak, picks up a fourth. No, there goes Paramount with a double. Can he get another one? Upgrade getting shot, but the Chronix throwing a grenade, getting Mikey Combat, and then CR El Salvador coming in. There's just so many trades, I can't even keep up with the names. The trades going back and forth right there. Almost a solid push by Tempest, but it's not going to happen as it's shut down by the infantry of CR coming in with late spawns, and Mikey with a clutch three-piece, and then Paramount following up with another two. Just really getting rid of those spawns and those revives, and just anchoring that gunfight for Creative. Getting the win, able to push up now. Now we got a tank pushing up left side, and the AA gun is on the right now for Tempest. Smaw's going out. Great Smaw by Paramount. Way to lead it right there. But Narnia here taking a couple locks. Apparently the jet fight has been lost, and Karmic is down. Karmic Stream is down, so Narnia is going to have his hands full. Django Master pushing up on Delta Waterfront here with full help. Not really much opposition. Going to drive it all the way back. Gonna see what is on Delta, what is going on here. Tempest able to pull out a back cap as well, but it looks as though there's a little bit of an object in the way for Django Hamster, not able to get the pick he needs. And well, it looks like Creative is actually able to get that 3 cap, and they're also dealing with the back cap by Tempest, but I don't know how many people are actually on the back cap. Infantry response coming in to Delta right now as they, well, Tempest, let's just slow down for a minute. Tempest is looking at a very eerie situation at this point in the game. Down by 100 tickets. They don't have 3 objective cap. They're not bleeding into this. They're having to deal with a lot of adversity. As a matter of fact, Creative is doing a great job of spreading their forces out and just staying alive at this point. They're not even getting picks or really wiping Tempest. They are just staying alive, causing a lot of problems in the back area of the map and slowing down the infantry push, getting them overextended, getting the infantry spread out so they can get the picks they need with their armor. They're just utilizing it extremely well right now. Tempest is having to deal with a lot, and now Django is in a serious amount of trouble, wearing down below 50% quite consistently here, wearing some RPGs in the back. The A gun pulling in right now. Here comes some more guidance coming in, I believe, onto the AA gun. Not exactly sure, but Rapture coming out, pulling out the Iglas. ECM's gonna go out, but he is gonna chase. Just sit on that back flag. Upgrade. Gonna respond to the Bravo push by Tempest, and I believe it's gonna be White, but he does spot one in elevator room. Can he get the pick he needs? No, he's not able to get it. Jumping back on the quad bike, probably gonna go to Echo right now. With Rapture on this back flag, it's a good chance for Tempest to pull themselves back into this game if he's able to get that cap and maybe get an armor pick with those mines that he set down. He might be able. And we're gonna see mines coming out. Interesting again, back out in the middle of the street. We'll see with both teams running thermal and night vision. Oh, I hope Django sees these mines. Yes, he does. He does see them because he is using thermal. Make him use one shell, but the shell is relatively fast regenerated, so you're really not slowing anything up there. Curve mines on that right spot. I'm just gonna say it. Let's go back here. Go back here. Django drove right over the curb. I'm gonna say it again. My theory again. 2 mines in the curb. Django was toast. 1 mine kill is all you need to really solidify a push in a game like this, especially in a 12v12. You have minimal spawns, you have a low amount of tickets, and, well, get pretty spread out. So objectives will be capped back and forth, so you're going to have to counter it. And just getting that 1 extra tank kill without having to engage that tank will prove huge in the late game, especially because it allows you to get the ticket differential, that ticket buffer zone, as I like to call it. It's a buffer zone. You're buffering, you're waiting to win. So you got yourself this lead. They got a 130 ticket lead right now. I'm just going to explain this. Creative has a 130 ticket win. Even if they lose 4 objectives, they still have about a minute to a minute 20 here to really get back in the game. It gives them a little bit of time, gives them a gap, it gives them a cushion, so to speak, so that they can pull themselves back into the game. So yeah, they are down 3 objectives right now, but they are up 120 tickets. And seeing as though, and there it is, there's the mine kill by Yosuke. Yosuke able to get that mine kill on Django, and that could prove the difference in the game, leaving Bionic out to deal with the chopper, so that now the chopper has to deal with it. I mean, there's not much you can do about it. They're going to have to focus on the AA gun now, taking the eyes off the infantry, allowing Creative's infantry to pull them back in this game and get some more objectives, and just really give this cushion a little bit more. Add another pillow to the bed, man. I mean, just get comfortable. That's what they're doing right now, and great play. And there's the F-35 killing Karmic Stream. So again, Karmic is down in the jet again. No air superiority for Tempest this map as well, because now they're going to push onto this Bravo flag to hope to defend it. They're going to have to get rid of Bionic in this AA gun, but there are at least 5 people here for Tempest. The quad bike jump off. Nobody sees it. He's going to jump off the quad and come back onto the objective. But there goes the call out. Chronic's able to get the pick, but John is still there. Doesn't really have much. Don't know if we can jump in with anybody on Bravo flag, but Narnia is going to get teamed up on top of C. Yosuke getting a quality pick up there. Chronic seeing one at distance. Is he going to be able to get him? No. But there are 2 more guys in front of him on the bridge. Abrams coming out, getting the pick on Chronic. Elevate getting a much needed tank shell deep from Bravo. Cam Bam by himself on Delta. But as we were talking about, CR is able to get a majority of these objectives back in their favor and continue to burn tickets away from Tempest. Just putting Tempest in an extremely hard spot, and now they're dealing with a 3 cap again. They do not have time to really fuss around. They're going to have to make a team push here that we saw on Lang Kang and just roll together. They're getting really spread out. They're getting picked apart. They're picking gunfights 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3, and it's just not going in their favor. Django trying to get a shot out. Having to deal with guys in the back flag, though. He's going to take a lot of damage. He should really be focusing on that tank, and he's just taking way too much damage right here. Almost getting another RPG. Going to have to double rep this down to 34 health. He's really not paying attention to the tank in front. While you're backing up, you got to be able to maneuver and shoot at the same time. You got to be able to back up and shoot at the same time. Both these tanks have a little bit of a crutch, and they can't shoot while they're driving backwards. Don't know if it's choice or if they're just trying to get away in time, but at that point, you kind of got to defend yourself. He might have been able to get maybe another tank shot onto CR's tank and maybe allow the infantry to push up and get a sight out with an RPG. Really just gives you one less hit to work with. It doesn't matter. You don't have to kill him. You just need that one extra hit right there. And well, Tempest really looking for the right time to deal with Bionic, but he can't do it by himself. Bionic is just going to AP and destroy him. And D-Rex right here trying to rep Elevate, trying to keep him alive. We got ourselves a tank fight. Elevate's got to be careful not to show that side panel, and now he is. He's going to get that 30 into the side. He's going to be careful, and nope, it's not going to happen as Elevate is going to go down by Cam Bam Small, and a two-piece by Penguin meantime, but Django Man also is also getting completely teamed right here. He has no health left. That is going to be it. Both tanks are down 198 to 4. 4 cap in the end, 4 CR, and they are able to hold on and win it. Great game coming from CR's point of view right there. Tempest really just having to deal with so many things. Just weren't going their way. They didn't have the air superiority they wanted that match. They didn't have the vehicle control they wanted that match like they did in the first game, but it just came down to getting the picks they needed, and CR was just doing an extremely great job right there early to mid game, and really just maintaining that 3 cap. It's really what won them the game. They just slowly built themselves up a buffer zone, and they give themselves room to work. Getting yourself majority objectives and not overextending early is a huge thing in Battlefield. You have to stay back. You have to give yourself a little bit of tickets to work with, because if you get overextended, which we saw Tempest do there a couple times, their tank got way too far pushed up, and then he got teamed, shot down, and now you're dealing with, now you have one less tank, you know, and putting all that pressure onto the A gun and the chopper. And if the chopper goes down, now the A gun, there's no way the A gun with 2 sets of Zunis, maybe 3 if you use the reload glitch where you fire one and then reload, switch back, and let it stack them up. You really can't do a whole lot with just 3 sets of Zunis. I mean, the A gun gets melted relatively quick with a group of people. So we're gonna go into, I believe, I'm not sure, just gonna wait on confirmation here. I don't know if Paramount could tell me if we're gonna play a 3rd map or not. We aren't playing the 3rd. Okay, well, there it is. That is gonna be the Shoutcast. That is gonna be it. I am gonna get lunch for sure. Definitely hungry right here. We actually also have coming up tonight. It's a podcast. Miss Rockstar, Corpus, me. Anybody who didn't see it, it was on Twitter. We're just going to talk about Battlefield for like 30 minutes or so. It's going to be relatively quick. If you guys want to tune in, that's great. If you don't, that's fine too. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you guys. But we're really looking forward to interacting with other people and serious questions. Like, serious questions. Don't be a troll. Don't be a troll, because that doesn't really get us anywhere. We need to talk about these situations and really just get down to it and find out where everybody is for Battlefield 1, you know, and what people want to do. I mean, there's a lot of people who have said they're coming back to Battlefield. A lot of teams have said they're going to make a return, but I mean, private servers are really going to be the question here. But getting back to the topic, great game from both teams. Really enjoyed the Shoutcast. Really enjoyed casting both these teams. It's good to see Tempest coming in and it is a new team, and they got a little bit to work on. You know, they were doing a great job on Lang King. Just going to point this out. It's just really working together. They stayed together. Their communication was good, but you can't focus everybody onto one objective, because there's 2 other objectives. You know, you're gonna have to take your losses at some point. Your infantry is really gonna have to carry themselves. I mean, on objectives, on back caps, just a couple rats, not 4 or 5. You can't dedicate that many, just a couple that are just staying alive. But they did work together extremely good. I'm really impressed with Tempest. I look forward to casting more of their matches, and honestly, I hope they sign up for Season 7. So I'm just gonna encourage that. CR doing what they do best as always, what we told, 3 objectives right at the beginning: getting majority of the objectives, getting that ticket bleed going, getting the tickets in their favor, and then working from there. Really passive. They're not getting overextended. Both their armors on Lang King, both LAVs really were just helping out with C, or the middle objective Bravo on water, and helping out with the boat, and they just backed up. They didn't get overextended. They didn't get over anxious. They just played it calm, cool, and collective, and I really like the way they're doing that. They missed a couple opportunities here and there, but you know what? Get your wins when you can get them, and they got a bunch of wins today, and I believe Tempest is going to bounce back here. They're going to get a little bit better communication, a little bit better strategy, and how they want to spread out their team, and we're going to have some good shoutcasts in the future. I am going to phase out with some music, guys. I appreciate everybody showing up. Like I said before, check out ESB League 7. Also, follow me on Twitter for any information regarding Team Wired, regarding any shoutcast, regarding any scrims. If you need a scrim to be shoutcasted, please hit me up there at Mr. Tac X. That is me. Go ahead and hit me up on there. Probably gonna stream a little bit later, but I need to get lunch right now, seeing as I'm an idiot and I have not gone to the grocery store. I have cream cheese and bread in my apartment, and I haven't eaten breakfast, so I'm a little bit hungry. But I thank everybody again. Thank you for coming out and watching the stream. Really appreciate it, guys. And hope you saw when I towed the heli. I didn't, man. I'm jumping all over the place. Django, man. But hey, it was a fun watching you, bro. It was cool. GG's, guys. GG's all around. I'm gonna phase out with music, guys. Thank you again for watching. Make sure you guys are following. If you aren't, no big deal. It's up to you. You can do what you want. But anyways, I'm out. Take it easy, guys.